Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Making Media Podcast. Or if this is your first one, then welcome for the first time. This episode now, for the first time ever, is optional in video format. So if you're interested in that, check out the video option. I'll put the link in the description of the Spotify if that's what you're listening on for audio. Today we're going to be talking about internet streaming services. Now this is programs and services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and all those other options that you get your current fix of media or television on today. Streaming services have been on the rise over the past decade or so, especially in the younger generations when we're more technologically savvy or rely more on technology. The simplicity, the flexibility, and the budget friendliness of many of these services have sprung them into an alternative or a great rival, at the very least, to cable television and what the sort of monopoly or control that it used to have over the way we get our media. And many offer exclusive content found only as a part of their program. The rise of services like these was even more so highlighted by the COVID-19 lockdowns, where millions of us would share our opinions online about what we were doing or what we were watching while we were trapped in our home for months at a time. So with so many different options out there in terms of streaming services, how do you know which ones are worth it and what the different options have to offer? Today, that's what we're going to talk about, and we're going to show you some of the largest streaming services out there and what they have on them. Let's start with Netflix. Netflix has been one of the largest streaming services, if not the biggest, since pretty much when it began streaming back in 2007. Netflix was founded in 1997, 10 years prior, as a mail-based DVD rental service, if any of you remember that being the case. This service allowed the rental or purchase of DVDs and video through the mail, to rival the likes of Blockbuster and Family Video, but from the comfort of your own home. Being one of, if not the first major streaming service, Netflix has held the top spot since shortly after its transition to internet media. The service features series like AMC's Breaking Bad or The Walking Dead, the CW shows Arrow and The Flash, or other television series like Seinfeld, Grey's Anatomy, The Blacklist, and thousands of other television shows or popular movies. In terms of exclusive or original content, Netflix has produced some of the biggest and most popular original productions, not only in streaming services, but on our screens at all nowadays, such as Orange is the New Black, House of Cards, and what might be the biggest piece of any streaming content ever, Stranger Things. Netflix offers subscriptions starting at $6.99 a month for standard edition with ads, $9.99 a month for basic edition with no ads, which supports one device at a time, $15.49 for standard editions with no ads, supporting 2 devices at a time, and $19.99 for premium edition and no ads, which supports up to 4 devices at a time with ultra-high definition video. Netflix continues to stay at the top of the market with over 230 million subscriptions at the end of 2022. That's over 70 million more than the second place streaming service right now, which is Disney Plus. Let's move on into Disney Plus. In 2019, the Walt Disney Company, one of the largest in producing anything that we watch today, launched their own streaming service. This was due to a number of reasons: Disney's distribution deal with Netflix ending, their recent acquisition of 20th Century Fox properties, accumulation of many of the largest franchises in entertainment over the years, and the massive success of other streaming services on the market and their exclusive content. The service quickly became one of the biggest on the market, boasting over 160 million subscriptions at the end of 2022. Now, what Disney Plus features is pretty self-explanatory. It's content from the Walt Disney Company and its subsidiaries. This includes 5 main branches. Obviously, number 1, Disney Productions, including various Disney animated and live-action films and television shows, as well as Disney Channel original productions. Number 2, Marvel Entertainment, which has been a part of Disney since 2009 and streams exclusive shows like Loki or She-Hulk, as well as all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Number 3, Star Wars, a part of Disney since 2012, which streams exclusive shows like The Mandalorian and Andor, as well as all of the mainline Star Wars movies and television series. Number 4 is Pixar, which has been a part of Disney officially since 2006, and it features films from Disney Pixar and other animated shorts. And number 5, National Geographic, with educational productions from National Geographic partners. 20th Century Fox was a majority shareholder of National Geographic Partners up until 2019 when Disney acquired 20th Century Fox, giving them the rights to these productions. With this acquisition of 20th Century Fox, the Walt Disney Company also became a majority shareholder of our next streaming service, Hulu, which they were a stakeholder in since 2009. Hulu launched in 2007, featuring partnerships with Warner Brothers Television, Lionsgate, and other production companies. Being one of the first streaming services to gain traction and popularity in the market along with Netflix, it was one of its first and largest rivals. In 2016, Hulu began offering Hulu Plus Live TV, an over-the-top media service offering on-demand television content, rivaling that as an alternative to cable television. The service featured channels from ESPN, Disney, Discovery, TBS, CNN, Sci-Fi, Telemundo, and even more, overtaking Sling TV in 2019 as the biggest over-the-top on-demand service. Hulu works largely with networks like FX, debuting shows like The Bear, Reservation Dogs, and others, as well as streaming other shows premiering on the television channels. Hulu's original productions include series like The Handmaid's Tale, Letterkenny, and Only Murders in the Building. One thing Hulu offers over its competitors is a vast amount of bundling options. There's the Student Bundle with Spotify Premium for $4.99 a month, the Disney Duo with ads for $9.99 a month featuring Hulu and Disney Plus with ads, the Disney Trio with ads featuring both of these and ESPN Plus for $12.99 a month, the Disney Trio with no ads for $19.99 a month. There's also the Hulu Plus Live TV package that we mentioned earlier for $69.99 a month, which also features Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and is still cheaper than most cable packages, and the option to add HBO Max, Cinemax, Showtime, or Starz Media, as well as the entertainment add-on, Espanol add-on, and sports add-on, all with their own additional fees individually. This level of customization is not offered by many other streaming services, but is teetering on the price and complexity of many cable services, drawbacks that make many choose streaming to begin with. Due to licensing restrictions, Hulu is only available in America. Despite this, it ended 2022 with 48 million subscribers. Our next streaming service, and one of the biggest ones out there right now, is HBO Max. This service is property of a subsidy of a unit owned by a division of Warner Brothers Discovery, so the service offers content under the Warner Bros. Name, most notably that of the DC Universe, Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera, and other Warner Brothers productions, as well as obviously featuring content from HBO, like Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, Band of Brothers, and other series and film productions. Additionally, HBO Max offers content from channels like Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, TBS, True TV, and more. Max also currently holds streaming rights for shows like Friends, South Park, Sesame Street, as well as others. Recent HBO Max originals offer largely successful series like Succession, Barry, and the series adaptation of The Last of Us. Recently, in early 2023, HBO Max announced a rebrand, shortening their name to simply Max, to distance itself from the HBO name and make more of a name for itself as its original content. This is a double-edged sword as it does emphasize Max's original content, but it takes away from the typically good content that HBO is known for making already. At the end of 2022, HBO Max had over 96 million subscribers, making it the third largest streaming service out there after Netflix and Disney+. The company offers a $9.99 a month service with ads and a $15.99 a month service for the ad-free version. Our next streaming service up is Amazon Prime Video. Now, Amazon Prime Video is a little different because access to it comes with a basic Amazon Prime subscription, which means that those with Amazon Prime for their shipping service can also watch the Amazon Prime Video content, as well as those that get the exclusive Prime Video only version. This makes it a little more difficult to get an accurate read or number depiction as to how many subscribers Amazon Prime Video has, because while there is the Amazon Prime Video package just for Prime Video, many people that have the Amazon Prime subscription may or may not watch Amazon Prime Video content. Despite this, Prime Video offers many films and television series included with the membership, as well as many more for rent or purchase. Prime originals include shows like The Boys, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, Invincible, and more. Amazon offers Prime Video with an Amazon Prime membership of $14.99 a month or the exclusively Prime Video option for $8.99 a month. Next up is Apple TV. Apple TV is a little special as well because aside from live Major League Baseball streams that it offers, it is exclusively Apple TV original content. Additionally, Apple has not released its subscriber count, so aside from audience reactions online, we don't really officially know how well it's performing. Presumably, it's performing well enough, however, because many of its shows and movies have gained online and critical acclaim, such as recent films Tetris starring Taron Egerton, Finch starring Tom Hanks, and most notably, the original series Ted Lasso, which won 11 Emmy Awards over the past 2 years. An Apple TV subscription costs $6.99 a month and is available to everybody, not just those that have Apple products. Next up is Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus seems relatively new as far as streaming services go because up until 2021 it was known as CBS All Access. The rebrand to Paramount Plus after a merger between CBS and Viacom put the service further into the public spotlight. Paramount Plus offers shows from CBS, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, MTV, and other television channels, as well as original series like Tulsa King and the iCarly reboot. Paramount Plus has had over 56 million subscriptions at the end of 2022 and offers them for $4.99 a month. Next up is Peacock. Peacock is a streaming service and division of NBC Universal, obviously named after the NBC logo. It features NBC shows like The Office, That 70s Show, Modern Family, and more, as well as some of their own original content and a variety of other movies and series not exclusively on the NBC network. Peacock had over 20 million subscriptions at the end of 2022. It offers a free edition with a limited selection of materials and ads, premium for $4.99 a month with the access to the full library with ads, and Premium Plus with access to their full library, live NBC channel, and no ads. Our final streaming service is Tubi. Tubi blew up after their 2023 Super Bowl ads, possibly even being known more for that than for streaming anything. Tubi offers a surprising amount of content, including films like Ghostbusters, Goodfellas, and Hunger Games, and shows from networks like Fox and Lifetime. Here's the thing about Tubi as well, is that it's all free. Overall, the rise of streaming services has fundamentally changed the way that we have access to and consume media, offering unparalleled convenience, personalization, and affordability that certainly wasn't available prior to this and prior to the rise of the internet. Although the rise of more and more options make it harder to decide between them and more expensive overall with all the different subscriptions that you could have available, it is evident that streaming services are established in the way that we consume media and will continue to shape the media landscape for the foreseeable future. So which of these services do you have? Which of them do you want? What do you think is the best or the worst for you? What do you think makes the best or the worst content out there? You can share your thoughts or your questions in the comments below, or reach out to our Twitter at Making Media Show. Thanks for watching or listening on whatever you're watching or listening on, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.